Welcome everyone to the NBA on ESPN, presented by Popeyes. From downtown Detroit, Little Caesars Arena, in the shadows of Greektown, Pistons taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Folks, it feels so great to be back calling NBA basketball here on ESPN as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Popeyes. Lillard, Trent Jr., one of the newest acquisitions. Connaughton, Taurean Prince, another new acquisition from Milwaukee, and Brook Lopez at the 5, starting for the Bucks. Meanwhile, for the home team tonight, get a good look at Cade Cunningham in the backcourt with Jaden Ivey. Big year for him. Tim Hardaway Jr. coming over in that trade from Dallas. Simone Fontecchio and Jalen Duren, the big man at the 5 spot for the Detroit Pistons. Well, the last time we called NBA basketball here on ESPN.
There we go, based on what you just described and the way he looks early on. But this is an early flurry out of Damian Lillard. We don't know how long we're going to see him tonight, but we're seeing a lot of him early.
The NBA on ESPN is presented by Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen.
Well, Dame Lillard has already knocked down 3 3-balls, the result of arduous training with Bill Beckner during the summertime and up at his place in Portland. He looks ready, Tim.
On balance, looks strong, and just looks like everything right now real easy for him. Coming out of the gate, you know Giannis on the floor, so you know everything's going to go through him offensively here, particularly with this group, and he's gotten into his rhythm in a hurry. Can bring with defensive versatility and corner shooting.
Lots of new pieces for both these teams. Back after this break. Well, the Detroit Pistons have had a stockpile of high draft picks over the last several years. Hayes, Cunningham, Ivey, Thompson, and Holland. But not a lot of wins on the other end of it to show for it. And several different coaches along the way. In fact, Jaden Ivey has had 3 different coaches already in his short time here. 12 minutes of play, a promising 12 minutes for Ivey, Tim.
And some of that electrifying speed I'm talking about. He takes this thing end to end in about 4 seconds to get that basket at the end of the quarter.
Here's our next NBA preseason game Wednesday night in the capital city of California. The Sacramento Kings, Mike Brown, De'Aaron Fox, Domas Sabonis, and DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, that guy.
Time you saw the push. He gets the defense collapsing back at the rim, but he's able to get off his feet quickly for the second attempt and the putback.
Thank you. God bless.
All right, guys, back to you. Jaden Ivey had a very productive first half. We'll hit the half and first half analysis and more coming up on the halftime report, coming up right after the break. Home of the 3-time NBA champs who have a lead at the break right now. 60-58. They closed the half on a nice sprint, even though they fell behind by as much as 15. Mark Jones courtside along with Tim Legler. Something different and something with a lot of life to it.
They want to make you pay with their athletes. If you turn the ball over, if you take quick, long shots, they want to get it and go. And you saw that on display in the first half. They've got some versatile bigs, and you can see how fast they change ends of the floor. After they get their hands on this basketball, Fontecchio just gets out, fills the lane. Nice find by Jalen Duren in the open floor. And then we saw this. This is just next level speed. He catches this basketball about 90 feet from the other end with the defender on his hip, and he's still, Jaden Ivey still able to get to the rim. After that, great job relocating for Cade Cunningham. Beautiful find. 3 more for the Pistons.
Here's our next NBA preseason game. Wednesday night in Sacramento, the Kings hosting the Warriors at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. NBA Countdown tips off our coverage at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Look at Tower Bridge there in Sacramento. And boy, the big news, Karl Anthony Towns involved in a 3-team deal. Julius Randle going the other way, along with Dante DiVincenzo, the major pieces to the Timberwolves. And a bunch of his teammates made the trip, coaches as well. Went to his September wedding in Greece. And prior to that, He led the Olympics in scoring on Monday Night Football. Tuesday, folks, an opening NHL night for you. Triple header on ESPN, and game one of the WNBA Finals is Thursday night on ESPN. The New York Liberty waiting for either Connecticut or Minnesota. The light but skilled rookie A.J. Johnson looking comfortable around the rim. Back after this. Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton got some new coaches in new places this year. Jordy Fernandez, the former associate head coach with Mike Brown in Sacramento, now the head man in Brooklyn. Kenny Atkinson in Cleveland. JB across the way here in Detroit. Charles Lee in Charlotte. The Detroit Pistons, after a slow start, lead at 91-79. And Giannis coaching up some of his teammates. Now, it's back to business. Paul Reed with a strong move to the cup.
The NBA on ESPN is presented by Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen.
It's important for teams to have depth, and they're constantly scouring for those players in the summer. Detroit, overall, got to be pleased with the way things have gone tonight under J.B. Bickerstaff.
At 8 Eastern, then Wednesday on ESPN, Warriors taking on the Sacramento Kings at 10:30 Eastern time. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or the NBA app. So I sat down with DeMar DeRozan. Middleton, Cade Cunningham played 25 minutes, had 13 points and 4 dimes. That's it here from Detroit. Our final score, 120-87 for Tim Legler. George Sedano, our entire crew behind the camera. I'm Mark Jones. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on ESPN. Folks, SportsCenter is coming up next with Nicole Briscoe and Kevin Connors. So long, everybody.